Hi, and welcome to Cultural Lovers, the podcast that talks about how to be cultural aware and life in society. Today we are with my partner Gus. Hello, Gus.
Hi
Can you
Rafa.
introduce us, please?
Yeah, hi Rafa. I am glad to introduce our special guest today, Hugo. He is going to talk us about his experience about the cultural about be cultural aware, how he live this in her own vision. And hi Hugo, how are you?
Hi, Gus. Hi, Rafa. Thank you for the invitation. I'm really glad to be here with you tonight to talk about the cultural awareness and the human relationships. I'm really good tonight. So, well, we can start now, no? We can start talking about the internet and the impact that this invasion has had in the world and in our relationships. As all of us know, since the internet was created, everything has changed. The way that we order our food, the way that we work, the way that we make business, and of course, the way that we communicate and relate to the others. To others. The internet is the perfect way to communicate with people. You can have a conversation with your neighbor who lives at the end of the street or with your Italian friend who lives in the other side of the world. The internet helps us to be connected with any people around the world, and these have been really important advance to be more empathic and more respectful society and to have more healthy relationships.
Yeah, yeah, I'm agree with you when you say that we should be respectful with everyone because this is the thing that I really believe that we should be respectful with everyone, even if we don't think the same as us. And I really think that difference make us humans because if we are all were the same, it wouldn't be cool because we will be like robots and it will be boring and ugly. Anyways, rejection, talking about rejection, rejection exists everywhere and it happens for things that are not a big deal. And I don't understand it because some people get angry for things that don't affect them in anything. And it doesn't make sense to me. Like, why are you going to get angry for things that don't have anything to affect you? But the rejection, the worst thing is that the rejection has caused horrible things like wars or even make people commit suicide. For that reason, we should be kind and emphatic with everyone, no matter our difference, because we really need to avoid the rejection. And I want to know, Hugo, have you been in a difficult situation due to cultural differences?
Gus, fortunately not. I haven't been in a situation like that, but thanks to the internet, I already saw a lot of videos of racism, of people being violent and aggressive with the others only because of their nationality, their ethnicity, their skin color. A lot of policial abuse and white people being violent against black people in the supermarket just because they were first on the line. No, right? So yeah, sometimes people just get out of their minds, lose their minds, sorry, and lose the control of their own actions and don't think what they are doing and the consequences that their action could have.
Yeah, the rejection is one of those things that I don't understand why it exists. because it doesn't generate anything good for anyone. The rejection just generates a lot of negative emotions, and that negative emotions cause bad things. The most common negative emotion that generate the rejection are anger, sadness, impotence, and anxiety. Um, those emotions are very dangerous because for everyone that feels that kind of things, it could make people do bad things, like you say, being aggressive, um, or a lot of bad things that cause those kinds of emotions. I
Yeah,
really
sure.
think, like I said before, that we really need to avoid the negative emotions. So I want to know, Rafa, if you can tell us which actions could we take to avoid those things, the rejection, discrimination, and that. Even if we are not directly involved, because sometimes we see people in the streets being uh, bad. And I want to know if you can tell us which actions could we take.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
absolutely, because I think it's very important to first knowing that there's a lot of variety of situations, and I think it could be better to think more in a base. Like if we are in expecting situations like you're telling me, even if we're not directly involved, I think the best is to take actions, being empathic and trying to being respectful all the time, and trying to include all in the group or propose some things to do something different that could help to be more socialized with everything with everybody. And I think that think about that basis could be the best.
Yeah, I think that your point of view is very good. I really agree with you. Okay, for the time, I think that we need to
We're
stop
done.
here the podcast. But I am really glad to have you here, Hugo. Thank you for coming. Um, you know that this is your home. You can come every time that you want, and we really appreciate your participation today.
Thank you, Gus. It has been a pleasure to be here with you